Hello, hello. My camera is off. Let me fix that. I think it reset as soon as I opened up OBS. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? I am super excited for today's stream. It has been a while since I have been this excited about a unboxing. Let's see. We got a couple. Whoa. We got a couple people in the chat. We got Mel flipping. Oh my gosh, Unc, I love you. Thank you, Mel. I love you too. AMA says, sweet, it's been a minute. It has been a minute, AMA. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? How is that tsunami treating you? We have Stitch. Hi, Stitch. Pico, whoop. New knife day for me as well. Excellent. What'd you get, Pico? And then we also have, my goodness, then we also have LeBreton Flips in the chat. Where are you at, Unc? I was a couple seconds late. My apologies. What's good? I'm walking my dog down one of the trails, on the property. Very cool. How is everybody doing today? Oh, I don't need this open anymore. How is everybody doing today? I got a Blade Texas Bowie Glide Kraken off Bali Market. Very cool. How are you liking it? What's going on, Kylie? How are we doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the beginning of the week. This is an odd streaming day for me, so I can't use any of my canned lines because I don't typically stream on Mondays. And Tevco says, let me see it. Where is it? It is unpacked or unopened. It's still in its packaging. I have not gotten to it yet. I'm so excited though, which is why I'm doing a Monday stream because it just got delivered today, and why I'm doing an earlier stream than normal so that I can get into this sucker as quickly as I possibly can. And then after stream, I'm probably gonna jump right into making a first impressions video as well, just because I'm just so excited about this Bali. So anybody who doesn't know from reading the title of the stream or the thumbnail of the stream or anything, a couple weeks ago I was informed that I had won a giveaway that Dodo Industries was running on Instagram, and that giveaway was for a Dodo Industries GIVO, and apparently I won it. So yeah, that's what we're unboxing today. I'm super excited about it. And then S198 says hello, or heyo. Hey, what's going on, S198? How are we doing today? And Hey says, I'm here, Bali Unc. Welcome, Hey. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the beginning of the week. Hopefully you are doing well. Yeah, so super excited about this particular unboxing for a multitude of reasons. Pico said I had bought an Armed Shark Damascus Glide Kraken, like the one Pez recently did a video on, and I liked it so much I had to try the authentic one, and I love it. Very cool. I was able to flip a Glide Kraken at Blade Show. I really liked them. I like the weight of it because it's similar to the Speed Channel Kraken. The only drawback for me, I like the sound that you get with the full speed channels, and the three mini channels kind of dampen that um, extra I don't know, chime that you would otherwise get. You have too much plot armor. You just enter a giveaway and win it. Wait, you have too much plot armor? You just enter a giveaway and you win it. No, because if that's the case, then I would win every giveaway, which would be pretty cool. But no, I don't know that I bring much plot armor, but thanks. I stepped on a walnut and I'm bleeding. Oh man, that super sucks. I've never really tuned into your streams before, so this is interesting. I am not a good flipper. I've only been doing it for about a year, so you haven't really missed much in missing my last streams or my past streams, but it may be interesting. We'll see. And then we have Rampage, Cloud Chaser. All my mods invading stream. I told them all mods gotta join Unc's stream. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. If anybody doesn't want to be here, nobody has to be here. Hey, he is here. Love your content, dude. Sorry I missed the start. No worries. Haven't really missed anything yet. And win Rampage, better flipper than me, by the way. Same, better flipper than me as well. They had me singing in my stream. Yeah, I got out of there just in time. And hey, no, I will not sing a bar. Unc does not do that. But yeah, super excited about this particular Bali because it's the Dodo Industries GIVO. And anybody who knows me knows that I like to kind of I'm an analyst by nature. So I like to kind of dig in and ask a lot of questions and get a lot of information about things. And when I started trying to look up information on the Dodo Industries GIVO, because it was one that I had heard of, but I didn't know much about it. So I started looking it up, and it seemed to be a rabbit hole of information that I just kept going deeper and deeper and deeper into. It was really interesting. So I'll share a little bit about all of the lore behind the GIVO and Dodo Industries and what I was able to dig up. Plop Toy says, "Hey Unc, hey Plop Toy, how we doing today?" Man, 3 streams this morning. Right. Well, a lot of people have been streaming Balisong content of late. I'm really digging it. It's the age of Balisong streamers, apparently. Bali Unc stream on my birthday doesn't get much better than that. That's right. Happy birthday, Rampage. Very happy birthday to you. I got to go for a sec. No problem, 198. And are you going to show up to Blade Show West this year? No, I made it to Blade Show East. It was my first Blade Show ever. Sadly, I'm not able to make it out to Blade Show West. It would be awesome if I could, but this year is not the year for it to happen. How are you doing today, Bali Unc? I'm doing good. I got a new Bali today that I'm going to be unboxing here shortly. And just in general, it's been a pretty good day. Hey says, love the shirt. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love the shirt too. So yeah, as I started kind of digging into or like trying to get information on the GIVO, what I was able to figure out is that, the GIVO is made by Dodo Industries. Dodo Industries is actually named after the bird because the maker over at Dodo Industries, their grandfather loved birds. So it was named after their love of birds. The Ivo, which is their premium titanium Balisong, was named after the maker's grandfather, whose name is Ivo. And their grandfather was the one that gave them their first Bali and was a huge supporter of them when they first started their career as a maker. All of which I thought was really neat. But then that kind of led me to, okay, well, you have the Ivo and then you have the GIVO. What does the G stand for? And the G actually stands for G10 because after they made the Ivo, they had wanted to make a G10 version of the Ivo. So they put a G on in the front of Ivo. And while you can get both G10 or carbon fiber scales on the GIVO, the G just kind of stuck. So those were the deets that I was able to kind of string together with regards to the lore behind Dodo Industries and the GIVO. So it's pretty cool. Dodo Industries is awesome. I have a Rafus, and it's awesome. I'm super interested in your thoughts on the GIVO because I wanted to get, or I may want to get one. What ballad songs do you have? On this stream, I probably won't get through my whole collection as far as like what ballets do I have, but I do have a video out there on my channel that is pretty recent. I think the only thing that you wouldn't see on there is, honestly, I think you would see everything. The only difference is you wouldn't see, you know, the pink and blue handles on my trainer and on my full channel live blade. You would see the trainer having pink handles and the live blade having blue handles or teal handles. But aside from that, yeah, I have a video out there that goes over my current collection. So at your leisure, go and check it out. Let's see. Glad to hear that it's always nice to have, or always nice to have a good mood. He has loads of ballad songs. I highly recommend watching his previous streams if you're interested. Yeah, I mean, the streams I typically, and this one's different because I'm unboxing one specific bally, so that's really going to be my focus. But typically I'll have all of my ballys lined up here and I flip through them all during most of my streams. So if you ever come into one of my Saturday streams or my Wednesday streams, you'll see my whole bally collection out there, and I'll flip anything that anybody wants to, or wants to see me flip. The GIVO handles are supposed to look like the legs of a dodo bird. Ah, that is some GIVO lore that I was not aware of. Thank you, K-Dog. I appreciate that. And then could you flip a impulse if you want and if you have one? I don't have an impulse. I have flipped them before. Personally, I don't have one. And after flipping it, it wasn't something that I felt I needed to add to my collection based off of what I already had. So no, sadly I can't. Whoa, Unc, you're climbing subs super quickly, dude. Win. Thank you. Calligraphy time. Cool. Calligraphy is awesome. I got a cheese and cat and the limited edition Blue Moon Crescent, or Blood Moon Crescent. That's cool. I have a cheese. I have a cat. I have a attempted to dyed pink, but ended up being like a purple-ish pink crescent. So all three of those are killer ballad songs. Very cool. Huzzah. And then AMA says, "What's up? What's up, AMA? How are we doing today? How is the tsunami treating you?" Plop Toy says, "Yesterday I learned a cherry picker in under 5 minutes. That's funny. That's impressive. Nice job, Plop Toy. Congratulations." I didn't really like the impulse, but it's not awful for the price. Yeah, for me, when I first flipped it, I think I flipped it before I really started understanding weight distribution and all of that. So all I knew about it was that it was a lot lighter than any other bally that I had or was familiar flipping. And that kind of threw me off. So I definitely wasn't in love with it. But I mean, I don't think that it's a bad bally by any stretch of the imagination. I'd love to flip one again. Oh, a Seraph, I'm sorry, you're right. Not the tsunami, it was the Seraph. Machine-wise, I forgot. But great, good, glad to hear it. You should get Thai hardware for your Kraken. Who are you saying that to? I have Thai hardware on my speed channel Kraken. But on these ones, it's just the standard. What are you flipping right now? Right now, I'm flipping the Kraken Live Blade, Kraken V3 Live Blade, full channel with a pink handle and a teal handle that I did a handle swap on. LeBreton, have you tried the Glide Kraken? I just posted now. It's calligraphy time. I haven't, unfortunately. How long till unboxing? I'm actually going to get into the unboxing right now. Let's drop the camera down a little bit so you guys can watch as we go. When will you unbox the Dodo Industries GIVO? Right now. Okay, so there we go. All right, and I don't keep my Bali sharp, so I will use this to open said package, which is taped for my inconvenience, which is good for packing, bad for unboxing. Like I said, I am super 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 excited to get into this thing because of just all of the information that I was able to kind of get with regards to you know um, not only the company but this knife in particular. Um, Me eating Chick-fil-A to this. Cool. Holy tail. Where is Rampage? Rampage was in. Rampage shows up as Cloud Chaser. Are you dulling it right off the back? LOL. I don't actually care. I'm just joking. So just so you know. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am, because every single Bali that I have unboxed and immediately flipped without dulling has cut me. However, I did reach out to Dodo and talked with Dodo a number of times. And one of the last things that I said to Dodo um, before moving on and letting them go about their day was hey, FYI, I am known for the fact that I dull my Balis as soon as I unbox them. Hopefully you're not offended. And their response was, no, that's totally fine. Had I known that, I would have dulled it for you before I sent it. So my dulling it does not offend Dodo Industries, though it may offend others. Use my dulling method. I have not gone through my closet and found my whetstone yet, so I cannot at this time use a whetstone to dull it. All right, let's see. We're almost there. All right. Yo, first stream I caught. What's going on, OMG? How we doing today? Welcome to the show. Sorry for the weird camera angle at the moment. We're doing an unboxing, so yes, that was a lot of tape, Jacob. Jacob, welcome to the show also. Yeah, so this is what's in the box. Let's see. Okay, we got a couple things. Excellent. All right, so that's everything out of the box. We'll set that aside. So looks like I have a stand. All right, cool. So a little Bali stand, a Dodo Industries Bali stand that I'll be able to have this displayed on my desk. That's pretty sick. Looks like we have a couple different scales. We have some red scales and a black scale. So I'm wondering if it's going to be black that is installed on it. We'll see. And then I think we have some extra screws. All right, let's see. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Just in time. What's going on, Matthew? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the beginning of the week. Welcome to the unboxing. And then Pico says, did you talk to Dodo about getting the scale files for printing pink scales? No, I didn't actually. I completely forgot about that. So next time I chat with them, I will find out if it would be feasible to get some files that I could use to 3D print some scales. That would be pretty sick. All right, and then we'll leave that on there. That doesn't. Ooh, and I got a sticker. Excellent. Burgundy is here. Got to get back to work in a minute, but wanted to stop by and see the new Bali first. LOL, you're just in time. I can try track. I can try to track some down. Uh, yes, Levi, how's it going, dude? Okay, so let's open this thing up. Let's see, where, right here. Yeah, okay. Ooh. So this is the Dodo Industries GIVO. And it was sent to me with the black scales on it. So the black scales are carbon fiber. The red scales that are in here are G10. So it was sent to me with the G10 options and with the carbon fiber options. So we'll be able to do some compare and contrast. That's pretty awesome. Uh, I have never owned a carbon fiber. Let me fix my camera now. I've never owned a carbon fiber scaled Bali. So I can already tell you this feels different from what I'm used to, which is not a bad thing. I like different. Different is fun. Um, it looks clean. Whoa, dude. Sick, says LeBreton. That's clean, says Rampage. That thing looks sick. That's a beautiful one. Rampage, you need one. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. And the blade is very different, very unique. May make it so it's not focusing on my face. So that is pretty sick. And it looks like it has been oiled. Let's see. Yeah, that is sharp. So we will grab the sandpaper and do a little quick micro dulling. Sorry for anyone whose soul is being hurt by this process, but it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone at this point. I don't like getting cut. And so far, every Bali I have unboxed on stream that has been sharp, that I have not dulled first, I have cut myself. And I would hate to cut myself so much so that I would end up having to end the stream early before I could even give it a solid flip and give my first impressions. Um, Love that blade. Yes, I love the blade too. It looks really awesome. Looks reminds me of the stuff by Machine Wise. Holy, I need one. How much does it cost? So I will get into the details of the Bali here in just one moment. I think that is good enough for me. Let me get the tip a little bit more. And then better to dull for practice. I've never seen anyone dull a knife before. Yeah, I mean, there's really no logic in dulling like a pocket knife or a fixed blade knife, but balisongs, you know, there are a number of people that dull them because some makers send them out exceptionally sharp. Um, and I mean, you can get them with a flipper's edge, which is already, you know, basically dulled. Not super dull. You could still, you know, cut something with it, but pretty dull. And then you also have, you know, false live edges and things of that nature for trainers. But yeah, at Blade Show this last year, when I was at Blade Show East, there were at least 5 people who came running up to me after Blade Show, or I'm sorry, not after Blade Show. What am I thinking? Came running up to me, indicating that, you know, saying, "Hey, Unc, can you dull this for me?" So it's definitely not unheard of. Okay, so as far as the details on this Bali, So the base price, I say base price, the cost of the Dodo Industries GIVO is $358 US dollars. The blade steel is S35 VN. The aluminum handles, because this is aluminum Bali, the aluminum handles are 7075 aluminum. Like I said, the black scales are carbon fiber. The red scales are G10. It is 10.5 inches long, and it comes in at a weight of 3.77 ounces. Um, let's see. This is this is a relatively rare Bali because there were only 44 of these made, 44 serialized units. Um, and then of those, there were four of those 44 that were made with a kind of a dual tone blade. Um, this may be one of those four. It looks like, at least if I'm looking at one side of it. So on this side, you can kind of see how you have the more gray stonewash look finish, and then on the flat surfaces, it's more brushed. So this is actually one of four that were made like this. But the Gaivo itself, there were only 44 made. So it already a um, relatively unique Bali, made more so because of the dual tone blade. I'm trying to see if I can get the number, but it is not catching the light and working for me. Let me pull out my phone and see if I can zoom into it. It looks like it is number 41 of 44. So I have number 41. All right. And let's see. Okay. Should I make one with wood? Should I make one with wood? No. Laughing. Uh, okay. First one I ever made was from cardboard. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Um, in my opinion, a flipper's edge is a belly that is sharp but has a bunch of nicks in the blade. A good example is my Kraken, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure that people feel the same, and some would. Yeah, I mean, technically, that's not a flipper's edge. Jacob says, look sick. LeBreton says, disagree with what? That's awesome, dude. Got a piece of Valley history. Agreed. I don't want one. I need one. Yeah, so it is definitely lighter because I've been favoring the Kraken of late. Um, and this is definitely lighter than that, but I like the balance. I like the feel. I mean, I haven't really flipped it enough to tell you one thing or another about the balance, but um, it's definitely, the handles are definitely lighter in the hand than something like the Kraken. But the Kraken comes in at anywhere from 4.1 to 4.3 ounces, whereas this was 3.7, 3.8. So, but I can definitely flip it. Let's see how it chokers. Ooh, I like the grip on the handles. It allows for a decent choker for me. The disagree was for the previous thing I said. It was complete. Oh, a lot of people feel the same, and some would disagree. I gotcha. I'm following. Yeah, I am. I really like the grip that this carbon fiber adds to the handles. That is solid. But let's see. I mean, Chaplins are sticky. It fans really, really well. Has good grip with the, what do you call that? With the Z choker. It has the grip that I need for the choker fan. Rollovers feel solid. It's not trying to leave my hands. Oops. All in all, I'm definitely digging it. What's going on, Manio? How are we doing today? Okay, so Cruz says, "Hi, Unc. Just got off work. What's going on, Cruz? We have unboxed the Dodo Industries GIVO. It came with carbon fiber scales on it, and was also sent with some G10 scales that I'll be able to put on this and try out as well. It sounds clicky. Love it when Bally's sound like that. Yeah, it definitely. It's not. I don't know. I don't know how to describe the sounds of Bally's, but it's it's enjoyable. Um, Such a crazy addition to your collection, and it's a cool story as well. I agree. Um, like I said, this thing has some lore behind it from there only being 44 of them made. And then of those 44, like I said, only 4 of them were made with that dual tone blade. Um, and then just knowing the the history of Dodo Industries itself, just really, really cool. And like I said, I had been able to chat with Dodo over from Dodo Industries, and was really, really blown away by just how nice they were. So just a really, 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 really cool guy. Couldn't couldn't voice my appreciation to them enough, for the kind things that they were saying to me, the fact that they were doing the giveaway and that I ended up winning it. Just all in all, I mean, I was just it kind of falls right in line with the rest of my experience with the Balisong community. I've constantly been, blown out of the water by just how nice and kind the community has been, and Dodo over at Dodo Industries is no exception. Um, Wind carbon fiber, yeah, it adds a lot of grip. I enjoy it. And then Jacob says, so after the Gaivo, how many Ballys do you have in your collection in total? Let me see, 5, 10, 15, 19 maybe, not including the 3D printed ones. So this, I think, officially makes probably 20 at the moment. Do you do giveaways? I do not do giveaways, no. Okay, Unc, beautiful Balisong. I'm going see ya. I'm gonna go see ya. Okay, bye, Plop Toy. Good seeing you. Such an awesome Bally, dude. Thank you. I agree. That is a sick blade. I agree, Cruz. Wow, that's purty. I agree. That palm fan was good. Yeah, I don't palm fan nearly as much as I used to. I'm kind of out of practice, but this thing just it wants to. So hopefully this will help me get into palm fanning a little bit more. Can I see a 3D printed one? Yeah, so my favorite 3D printed Bally is a design by Lifrix, available for free at Lifrix's website. It is the Lifrix Canvas, and it is this right here. But you can download the file for free, print everything for free, except you need to come up with your own hardware. So you need some M5, no, I'm sorry, M3 screws, I think. No, I don't know, M3 screws, I think here and here, and then M5 screws at the bottom. But solid Bali. I prefer flipping that over the Squiddy U any day of the week. Okay, so yeah, I like it. Um, very cool. Definitely, I mean, I'm definitely going to have to spend some time with it to get a little bit more familiar with the balance, so that I'm a little bit more, I don't know, comfortable with it. Oof. Because most of the Baileys that I have been flipping have been on the heavier side, like 4 ounces or more, I think. But definitely, definitely a solid Bailey. Um, and then what do you mean potential lurkers? Oh, people not actively talking in the chat are called lurkers. Some people say lurker, as a mean thing to say. I say it out of love. I appreciate my lurkers because my stance on things is if you're tuned in and you're not, chatting in the chat, that means you're just tuned in to watch and hear and digest whatever it is that you're hearing, whatever it is that I'm saying. So I truly appreciate my lurkers, but it's just the count of people who are in the stream. That thing looks like it has grip for days. It does. I'm about to swap over to the uh, the G10 scales and see what the grip feels like with that. But yeah, the carbon fiber definitely, it adds a grip that I'm not familiar with. I don't have any Bali that grips quite like this. And I don't know how much of it is the fact that this is carbon fiber and how much of it is the wavy lines that are on the scales. But regardless, definitely grippy, yes. Act says, oh, darn, I'm late. No worries, Act. This is what you missed. So this is the Dodo Industries GIVO, number 41 of 44. So a relatively, uh, I'll say relatively rare Bali that I had won a couple weeks ago in a giveaway by Dodo Industries. Means how many people are in the stream? Yep. Okay. How long left of live? I don't know. That thing is sick. Blade design is cool. I agree. I really, really like it. It's a thinner blade than like thinner this way than I think a lot of my Baileys. And I really like the design of it. It's really, really cool. What would you say the weight bias is? Not blade bias. I would say probably, I think I'm going to need a little bit more time with it. I'm leaning towards a light handle bias. Definitely not heavily handle bias at all. Hello, hello, good evening, says Kyrox. How are we doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the beginning of the week. Good evening to you, my friend. I have to go now. See ya. Okay, bye. Hey, hey. Thanks for stopping in. I wonder how long before we start seeing forged carbon fiber scales on Baileys. Forged carbon fiber scales on Baileys. I don't know what forged means. I mean, I know what forged means, but I'm not familiar with forged carbon fiber. That was buns. Gator says, Happy Monday. Hi, Gator. How are we doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the beginning of the week. The Bali unboxed today was the Dodo Industries GIVO, currently with the black carbon fiber scales on it. However, I'm about to pull out my screwdriver, and if I can, if I have the I don't know. I don't know that I have the bit necessary for the smaller screws. Actually, well, I know I have the bit necessary, but I don't know that I have it easily accessible. So I'll probably find that and swap out the G10 scales after stream before I do my, because probably this evening after stream, I'm probably going to spend a couple hours flipping this thing, and man, I am struggling doing a tweak fan on this. Yeah, that is weird. That is the one thing that I have not been able to do easily. Wonder why that would be. Yeah, wow, that's weird. Sorry, my location is night, so I thought good evening. No worries, it's 6:41 p.m. my time, so it's evening here as well. Um, let's see. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If you know, you know. Yeah, that was from, oh man, I can't remember. Oh, sorry. Okay, I already said that. Same here, dude. Don't worry. It's 11:42 here. LOL. Um, yeah, no apologies necessary. Um, yeah, so I am not going to swap the scales out on stream because I'm going to need to find the bit for it, because it does take smaller screws to change out the scales. But after a Truman Show, thank you. That was what it was. I knew it was Jim Carrey. I just couldn't remember if it was Truman Show or if it was the one where he was the reporter. Um, but after stream, I'm going to flip this thing for a little bit, familiarize myself with it more, make some notes of some first impressions, and then I'm probably going to do a first impressions video. And before that video, I will find the hardware or the bits necessary to swap out the scales and have that be part of my first impressions video. So that will be at a later date. Well, later time. I can't guarantee it's going to be at a later date, because I tend to, as soon as I'm done recording a video, I start processing it and uploading it, and I don't sit on videos because I am impatient. Random question: where did you get the water bottle from? It's awesome. I actually, because this color was out of stock and wasn't being offered anymore. So this is what is it called? I can't remember the brand. It's a Hydro Flask. But they stopped making it in this color. But I was able to find it on eBay. And it was actually cheaper in this color on eBay than a new Hydro Flask bottle was available on Amazon or anything. So I'd gotten it off of eBay, and then did some sticker shopping and covered it up with stickers. So yeah, I mean, all of the stuff you see on it is all just stickers. It's just a generic, like, pinkish magenta water bottle. Not generic, it's Hydro Flask, but yeah, it's just a regular colored water bottle that I've covered with stickers. But yeah, I am definitely digging this. This is nice. And that blade is really sick looking. Yeah, I like this. And it's got so much grip. Ooh, and the jimping is really grippy too. So, Dodo Baileys have character. This definitely has character. I love it. How's it 0G? I don't know. I don't typically 0G, so let's see if I can... Wait, I think I'm gonna... I would say it 0G's just fine for somebody who doesn't 0G. If it's grippy, it should be good in theory. Yeah, I mean, that was probably more first or second try rotations than I would typically expect to get. So yeah, I would say 0G is good. Yeah. Oof, my goodness. Oh. Mm. That was a super flat 0G. Nicely done. Thank you, Pico. I appreciate it. That is kind of you to say. It's funny, like I've said before, people will ask me, "Do I know how to 0G?" And it's like I know how to 0G in that I never ever 0G unless somebody asks me if I know how to 0G. And then I 0G long enough to show that I can 0G, and that's it. Is it long or is it just me? Well, let's compare it to the Kraken as a side by side. So it is slightly longer than the Kraken, but handle wise, same length handles. The blade is a little bit longer. So the Bali overall is longer, but the handles are relatively similar in length. How's it shaping up compared to your other Bali's top 10? Man, I don't even know what my top 10 are. I don't know. I'm definitely going to need more time with it to figure out where this kind of lines up with everything else. But I've always struggled with that anyways, just simply because from my perspective, there are no bad ballets. You just have ballets that have different dynamics. So like anytime I have been able to come up with like my top three, which I think has been the answer, and the answer falls in the top three because it's like my crown jewel. Just look at it, it's so pretty sort of ballet. My Orion S, because this has it's got the comb, which was its selling point for me. Plus there's so much that I can do with it. This is like my comfort ballet song. And then the full channeled live blade Kraken, which has sentimental value because the community got this for me, and it's just a solid flipper. So like every Bally that I have, like I have a reason why I love it. And this is going to be no exception. I just haven't come up with, I'm going to need time to determine, why specifically I love this Bally. Should be a good fanner. It is a good fanner. Yes, yes. Like I said, after the first time I did a fan on this, I had said that hopefully this will be the Bally that helps get me back into doing palm fans more frequently. Because I'm going to be, I mean, while I'm at home, I'm going to be flipping this a whole lot more than anything else for the foreseeable future, just to get a solid representation of my feelings for the Bally, the balance, the grippiness of the carbon fiber versus the G10. This is going to be my plaything for the foreseeable future. That's for sure. But yeah, I love this. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Um, Wind comb blade, yes. Yeah, I have said a number of times that my Orion S with the comb blade is one that I would never get rid of with a single exception, and that is if PR Balisong, you know, moved forward with making the heritage comb that they have designs for, and have it made at least one prototype of. I would trade my Orion S comb blade for a PR Balisong heritage comb in a heartbeat. But aside from that, nothing would cause me to get rid of the Orion S with the comb blade. I absolutely love it. But this has definitely stole the show. I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. Couldn't say enough at the moment about, oh man, about the grip on this thing is just exactly what I need. But couldn't say enough good things about this thus far. Couldn't say enough good things about, you know, Dodo over at Dodo Industries. You know, I've chatted with them. You know, they didn't ask me to say anything or do anything with regards to, you know, my unboxing and you know, reviewing, first impressions, whatever you want to call it, with this Bali. Just in general, in my interacting with them, it has become clear to me that they're, you know, just super kind, super nice. You know, a good maker to have in the community as far as I can tell. Would be interested to hear. Wait, definitely flip it for a few weeks and then make a follow-up video on your opinions. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I have been needing to, I have decided that I needed to start making more long-form videos and not just sticking with the live streams. And this is giving me that kind of perfect opportunity to, you know, do a long form video, first impressions, you know, kind of what I've already explained on stream, but, you know, a little expanded upon after I have a couple more hours with it. So I'll do an initial first impressions video, and then after a little bit more time, a couple weeks, I will do a follow-up full review of it. So we'll get at least 2 more videos out of this with this particular Bali. So there, we got a tweak fan out of it. Not going to say what about, wait, not going to say what about because it's not my place to say, but could I make a video on that thing when it comes? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, and I think we are caught up in chat. So I don't know that I really have need to keep the video going for all too much longer. I can't switch out to the G10 scales at the moment because I need the bit for that. So I will do that later on tonight. For the time being, I'm just going to keep flipping this thing and familiarize myself with it. And then later on tonight, I will probably start working on a long form video for it. So keep your eyes open for that. It has a similar price to the Kraken Live. How does it compare? It's lighter, for sure. The Kraken, like right out of the gate, the 2 things that I know definitively as far as comparing these two is I can chaplain or choker fan because of the grip. I can choker fan on the GIVO way easier than I can choker fan on the Kraken. And I can fan the GIVO way easier and for much longer and smoother than I can with the Kraken. So those are the 2 immediate compares that I can make with regards to with regards to the Kraken in comparison. Hi Goat. Hi Remy. How are we doing today? Um, no, 10 minutes, dude, at least 10 minutes. Why 10 minutes? This has been an awesome stream, dude. Awesome insights on a super cool Bali. Yeah, it really is. It is a really cool Bali, really neat and unique design. Um, it really wild that number one, that I won it, but number two, just knowing that there are only 44 of these, and of those 44, only four of them got this dual tone blade thing going on, and mine is one of those four. So this is like, one of 44, but also one of four, which is really cool to think about. Yeah, just, I mean, really interesting, really unique, really sick looking Bali. Really awesome, really caring, really friendly designer who made it. Just again, couldn't say enough good things about my experience interacting with Dodo Industries, as well as, so far my interaction with the Bali itself. Really, really digging it. Uh, okay, let's see. And then if anybody deserves it, it's you, Unc Legend. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. All right. Well, I am going to put up the be right back sign. I'm going to drop my desk down. I'm going to bring my chair around. I'm going to get a little bit more comfortable before we start wrapping up, because it would feel weird to end the stream without at least doing that. Things how I always do. So I will be right back. All right, and I am back. Yeah, it's definitely lighter than, like I said, it's definitely lighter than the Ballys that I have been flipping of late. So I'm definitely going to have to do some weight comparisons between the Ballys that I have in my collection, and find out what do I have that is similar in weight, because I think those would be a fairer comparison if I'm going to go the route of, comparing this to something else. Um, but yeah, I mean, you can definitely, from having flipped nothing but not nothing but, from primarily moving from primarily flipping, the Kraken and Live Blade and Kraken Trainer, to then picking this up. You can definitely tell the difference in weight in the handles. Um, the extra length of the blade, I'm not really, I mean, there's nothing that's screaming at me this is super different with regards to that. So it's not like the extra length of the blade is throwing anything off. Um, it's just the Bali itself is just lighter, which again isn't a bad thing. It's just different from what my hands have been used to these last, I don't know, 48 hours for sure. Do you follow Parabolic Salmon? He's been posting clips from a Navy ship. It's pretty sick. I don't know that I do. I haven't been noticing any clips in my feed from, somebody flipping from a Navy ship. So I'll have to check them out. That sounds pretty cool. It flips so good, dude, and that sound. Yep. Oh, it flips so good, dude, and that sound. Yeah, I'm not, the only thing thus far, as far as like what I have in my catalog of tricks that I have struggled with is, it doesn't, I am used to just having a single flick into the tweak fan, such as, oh, that was not smooth, or yeah, like kind of like that. It's usually a lot better. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm having tweak fan issues. Anyway, but this one, the handle I'm letting go of just does not want to fly out like it's supposed to. And that literally is the only thing by way of like tricks that I do that I'm getting stuck at. And we'll continue to play around with it and see if I can work out a consistent tweak fan on this. But the fact that it choker fans so effortlessly for me, um, yeah, is really great. And again, I love a good fan on a Bali, and this is a really, really good fan. Um, so yeah, nothing bad to say about it. Though you guys know me, I glaze everything. I suppose it's muscle memory taking over and the weight difference messing with it. You're probably right. Um, you're probably right. But we'll play around with it. We'll see what happens after a couple of hours of flipping this thing. If I can get a consistent tweak fan with it, or if, because each Bali is different. Maybe this is just one that, I'm not going to have a consistent tweak fan with, which is totally fine. That is not a staple trick for me. I tend to do it a bit, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but it took a while for me to attempt it, so maybe I'm falling out of favor with the tweak fan and not even realizing it. Excuse me. All right, but with that, I think we are going to close up shop, wrap things up, shut things down, and I am going to just start playing around with this thing, getting familiar with it, and then work on a first impressions video probably later on this evening or tomorrow. We'll see what my evening looks like. But for the time being, all of my lurkers, thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you for lurking. You know me, I love my lurkers. For everybody who's been in the chat, thanks for your engagement. Thanks for interacting. You guys make this much less silent. Give me something to talk about while I'm flipping. I appreciate it. But we're gonna wrap everything up. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Love you.